So we were interested then to look at the actual closure of the Shenango Coke plant. The Shenango plant was built on Neville Island around 1930. It's around 10 years after first Clairton Coke battery was built, so they were roughly from the same time period. The Shenango Coke plant was closed on January 7th, 2016. The last day of operation is 6th, and the emissions actually continued into the night. So before the closure of the Shenango Coke plant, the production size there was around 10% of the Clairton Coke Works plant, and its emissions differs by type of particles and gases we look at, but it's roughly 10% of PM, 20% of SO2, and 35% of volatile organic compounds released compared with Clairton Coke Works. So somewhere around the 10 to 20% of the actual emissions from Clairton. The residents have been subjected over there to high levels of exposure and have been protested for years before the closure. It is eventually the community pressure and decline of domestic steel industry together that actually made the shutdown happen. We looked at the air quality and actually health impacts of the shutdown. Shown here on the right-hand side is a dispersion model. Dispersion modeling done here is using the emissions from different parts of the facility. We consider different points and different lines as the emission sources, and used the geographical terrain pattern and the weather pattern in the area to see where the pollution from this plant actually is going to go. In the model, we see that from the shutdown, the actual decrease of PM 2.5 will be up to 0.35 microgram in the zip code right next to the plant, not on Neville Island, in the Avalon zip code. In that area, we saw it up to nearly 1/3 of a microgram decrease solely from the Shenango emissions. Taking a closer look, our health research basically took place in these neighborhoods, going from Shenango plant, the zip code surrounded and a little downwind. We looked at for air pollution, this one. Here's a Allegheny County Health Department air quality monitor. That monitor is located right across the river from the Shenango Coke plant, very close. And at that monitor, what we actually saw was a 90% reduction of daily SO2 levels right after the emission. And at the same air quality monitor, we also saw a 0.8 microgram reduction of daily average PM 2.5 level.